Bye, ladies.
Bye.
See you in a little bit.
See you in a little bit.
Well, beginning this documentary of our journey, Tanya and I have been talking a lot, and we are in a place where we feel like we're supposed to change the scene. We've been dreaming about traveling, about living in other countries, living in other places, and how do we get there. We just sold the van. Exciting. It didn't seem like it would happen.
Okay, not to get into detail of all the little ideas we had flowing, but we kind of wanted to change things, like kind of flip our whole life, and our life mainly be focused on our family, traveling, and being together. We had all these plans of how we would do it financially, and it would take like drastic measures to accomplish it. We went back and forth a lot, and finally we concluded that stability and safety and all that was basically what we were willing to settle with, more than we would adventure. And these doubts are for a reason. Maybe we need to be responsible. But we felt like the desires we had were to change things like right now, and that was too scary for us. So adventurous, and like the sky was the limit, and we were actually excited about the unknown. And then it all changed, and we took the safe route, and we kind of we redefined fear and doubt as responsibility and stability and reality and all that. So then we're on a low, like, oh my gosh, this is just another one of those things where we get excited and we have a dream and we just talk about it and it never gets done. Mm-hmm. So separately, I think we were both feeling kind of bummed.
Yeah, previous.
Oh, and so then when we were dreaming all these things, all these opportunities, financial opportunities started coming. And so then it looked like our van was gonna sell, and then all of a sudden my mom gives me this photograph of this Indian, and I research it because it had a signature on it, and I find out that the photograph is worth thousands of dollars. Then after we decided, let's just put a halt on all this craziness, all these dreams, all this adventure, all these desires and excitement that we had, let's just put a halt on it. We did that, and then all of a sudden, like, our vehicle looked like it wasn't going to get sold. Mm-hmm. This guy never called me back, ever, at all. And I was like, man. So then this morning I woke up and I was like, you notice, like, when we put a halt on everything we were talking about,
Everything stopped.
So we're like, you know what, let's just take a little leap of faith and go out and do one of the things we were going to do to prepare us for the adventure we want to go on with the kids. So we went out and did that, and that was the RV shopping.
California coastline, midday Texas sun, misty rain in Smoky Mountain, out here on the run. Lights of New York City, streets of Boston town, Golden Gate in San Francisco.
The way, so we're just entertaining the idea of. So we're thinking fifth wheel because it might accommodate us. Four-wheelers. Yeah.
Long time traveling, rolling on from town to town. Seen so many places, still don't know where I found.
We went out, we looked at the RVs, and as soon as we got home, back from the RV, we get a call from someone that wants to buy the van, and they bought it. And then as soon as we finish selling the van, literally as soon as we're done selling the van, we're not even leaving the parking lot from where Sterling sold the van, and the guy from the photograph calls me and would like to talk to me today. Because he's trying to sell
we need to hurry up, actually.
Yeah, it's a really cool picture that my dad either found in a basement a long time ago.
So we'll keep you posted. We're gonna ship that off and let you know how that goes, what we make off of it, and just, to me, that's like Ish putting that away for us.
It was his. He loved that painting or that photograph, but he didn't think it was anything special. And it's a photographer from like the late 1800s, early 1900s, and he photographed Indians where they live, doing what they do, worshiping the way they worship. He actually photographed Geronimo and a few other Indians.
Like, I didn't
Well,
think
I
much
told
of
the
it.
kids, because the kids were like, big deal, it's just a picture of this Indian. But I'm like, you have to take into account how gorgeous this photograph is
Considering
and
they-
the technology.
for that
What
top-
is he?
Excuse the mess. But yesterday we got a phone call about that picture, and it had too many imperfections. While we were on the phone, we could have looked at the picture that we sent him and saw instantly the problem. The problem was with the photo, but we were straining to try to see what he was seeing, and we're like, I think I see it. I felt like I was hallucinating trying to imagine what he was seeing, but it turns out Tanya was like, she looked at it, cleaned it, and Tanya followed her instincts, and she re-emailed the guy with a fresh set of photos, and he's like, man, I am so glad you sent that, because that is a night and day difference between the two.
So this is the original one. There's black dots everywhere that he believed are on the photograph and that he wouldn't be able to fix all those dots. And so then when you look at the photograph, you probably can't tell, but they're not on here at all. And so I retook the photograph. You do not see all those black dots anywhere near the feet.
It's amazing.
And so
Girl, you smart.
So he immediately called and was like, I'm so glad you were smart enough to take another picture and email me back. And he immediately wanted to send me a box so I can send this photograph to him.